Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more Elder Kings Beta. So, I noticed something while we were about to get ran over by this army of Prince Derevin. So in trying to calculate what the best escape path was, notice how the date now reads 24 Sun's Dawn, parentheses 2. And if you look up in the top right corner, it says Morning Star 1. So this is very convenient for people who don't have the Elder Kings, no, sorry, not Elder Kings, it's the Elder Scrolls universe, dates memorized. I was starting to get it memorized, but it's just so much easier to see that this is the first month of the year. So I really appreciate that greatly. We're just going to disband our men. We'll lose half of them, but I don't want to risk getting killed in combat or lose all of them. Now, if I had to choose between all of them and half of them, I'll choose half of them. Let's take our next ambition, since we did get a artifact. We're so fancy now. Look at that, we're fashionable with our elvish armor. Elven armor. Can't call it elvish, it's not a proper adjective. Make a friend. Damn straight. Let's go for the lifestyle. Besides, these men will come back. You know, we'll get some more. Our martial skill is pretty crap. What's this then? Apparently our liege is at war. Oh dear. Oh dear, what are you doing? He's defending in the Varandian conquest of Hack Dirt. You trying to take my land? Trying to take Hack Dirt? It's my dirt. You can't have my Hack Dirt. Well, that's not surprising considering we only have 60 troops there and 118. The fact that I removed some of the garrison may be what made him decide that that was a good idea. How strong is my liege looking? Can we even survive this? Are we going to get killed here? He has 26 troops. Yeah, so we're going to lose some land. That sucks. Count Albeck of Shardrock. Formerly the Count of Shardrock and Hackdirt. Poachers have been seen in Dazekmore, so I should probably send my spy master and my marshal to investigate the matter. Both of them will search for people. Lose intrigue? I think so. Only because there's a chance that if we get this adopt a lifestyle thing done, then we can actually take the improve intrigue ambition again, and then the merciful will wear off in a couple months. And then we can maybe even get our intrigue even higher. Why are you sieging both of my lands? I'm really not happy about that. I do not approve of this. So let's play on speed 5 since the inevitable is approaching. Fortunately, it's not like EU4 where they can take all of our stuff. They're just gonna... Oh, god damn it. Now you discover glass deposits there just for them. Of course you would. Go and find something here since we'll actually be able to use it. Interesting that all of the loot bar is protected. And our liege surrendered. Wait a minute. Oh, that sucks. Oh, wow. So, one of this guy's vassals is attacking over Hackdirt, while this guy was attacking over Shardrock. So we're about to lose all of our land. Watch, we're about to game over. That's awesome. Countess Tatia of Hackdirt has miscalculated one of their experimental recipes. Okay. But we're about to get a GG just as our son becomes a master agent. Why did he become a master agent? Why? Why is the education so darn random? That's right. Sleep with your wife one final time. Silently we travel into the night. There's like nothing I can do about it. Abandon county claim. If the claim you do not... Sorry, if the claim you do want does not show up in the event, take the decision again. There's a random factor involved. Which claim on a county do you want to abandon? Lose the claim on the county of Shardrock. So this is an ability to get rid of claims. This reminds me of, hey, we were totally imprisoned for decades as Fredegar or whatever it was, and that's cool. Never mind, I changed my mind. The capital A there might be good though. Oh, we're gonna game over. I feel so bad. That's what you get. Yes, sleep with that Elia. Give her a good tumble. It's the last night on Earth. How can I what? You just slept with her for the first time. Let's go for a lustful. We don't have much longer in this life. Son was born. Named Persian. Yep, he's gonna surrender. You know he will. He has got no men. Some liege you are. See, game over. Just like that. Quit the menu. Well, that was fun. Oh well, we'll just random another character. One of these times we'll get one that we can actually survive as. Hey, we can play with this guy. Okay, we are the minor king of Cathnokoi. Our religion is the cult of Ctholnhut. Sounds great. Let's do it. What do we got? See, the random button's great because I would probably never consider playing this guy, and now we get to. Okay, so we are a Duke tier character. We're considered a king, but not really. We're actually a Duke. And we have 2 provinces, or rather we have the duchy and a single province with a vassal count. My wife, in fact. Her heir is me. Well, why don't we just murder this wife and we'll get all of that land. Son. This character is an islander. Atypical, I should say, inhabitant of the islands between Tamriel and Akavir. The islanders are skilled in commerce and plotting, but are quite isolated from the rest of quite isolated of? Should be from. She is zealous as not. Let's just look at us. We are a master assassin. Bonus health, increased assassination chance. We are also a son. We're a bit absent-minded, but brave, patient, and we're strange. And we're a holy warrior. Cool. So what do we want to do with this character now? Undertake a pilgrimage? Let's see. Maybe there is another pilgrimage we could go on. The refuse liege requests thing kind of doesn't make sense if you're allowed to have a if you have a liege, or sorry, if you don't have a liege. I don't have a liege, therefore that shouldn't even be there. I feel like that doesn't belong there in this circumstance, but that's just me. So we don't have any kind of pilgrimage we can go on. The deep ones. Sure, let's try it just to see what the event descriptions are. We have no prisoners. That's fine. We have no spellbook. Sad times. Let's take the ambition to... Kind of interesting, again, that we're allowed to take that ambition if there is no pilgrimage available. Let's do the obtain an artifact thing again. I kind of like that. That was fun. It seemed to fire quite quickly. And yes, the interregnum. We know that. Oh, we do have a spellbook. We just don't have any spells. That's nice. Alright, survey province. Scheme, why not? Consult the grimoires. Interesting, so this one was different from the other one. The other one was like an alchemist. So is it related to our religion, maybe? Or... I'm not sure why it was different. We'll have to experiment a little bit further. Let's try to improve relations with our wife. That way she'll like us. And we can keep sleeping with her. That's so sad, you know. Open spellbook. You go to your bedroom, you open up an empty book, and you're just like, oh, I don't have any spells. Excellent. So the deep ones are happy with us. Can we make another one? Let's do it again. I now have the steed birth sign, martial and health. Is it just me, or should the steed have movement speed as well? I mean, come on. In Morrowind, the steed was like plus 30 speed. My family is important to me. I don't know what that's for. Is it in the friends and rivals or something? Every time it says my friends are important to me, I don't know what that means. Like, it doesn't do anything, does it? You have actually some pretty darn good people. Let's try to get a steward. While our income is low, we'll Click that button just to see if we can get a really good one. Cult of Sithilut. What's the purpose of piety? And why does it say piety there instead of favor? I mean, we could just keep on hiring stewards. They're only two ducats. Not a big deal. Oh, that's cool. It actually tells you the different classes that could appear. A monk or priest. Let's hire a steward. While I'm complaining about things, or saying things that would be nice, it would be nice if there were an event type hook that would say, okay, so we're in the employment list, I click this button, and rather than just having the character appear, have it fire an event. The event creates the character, and then also puts his tooltip in the OK button. Follow me? So that way, and it might mean, I don't know, there's just probably maybe a way to do it, but I just kind of don't like how you click the button and then you're like, okay, now what? Who did it create? I don't even know the guy's name. The only way I know, I'd have to like just say, yeah, that guy looks new. Most often, the way that I know that the guy's new is because he either has more stewardship than the current character, which is why I did it, or he doesn't, in which case he could be this guy. I mean, he could be, is it this one? I don't know. I don't care. Also, I understand that we've got this thing that says does not have modifier employment timer. That timer should show up here. It's a minor thing, but, you know. The arena is my home, the sound of the crowd cheering, my blood pumping as I bear down upon my opponent. Sword and shield or staff and spell, I meet my opponent on the ground. The joust is a noble sport, and there are few better than me. It should say few better than I. Because, and I hate to, I'm so pedantic today, I don't know why. The reason why it's the joust is a noble sport and there are few better than I is because you have to carry through with the verb. If you were to follow through with the verb, it would be the joust is a noble sport and there are few better than I am. You would never say, there are few better than me am. You would always say, there are few better than I am. Therefore, it's there are few better than I. Sorry. Anyway. Let's do sword and shield or staff and spell. And then stop trying to be pedantic grammar Nazi. I'm a gladiator. Apparently, I've just adopted the lifestyle trait. Gladiator. I am renowned throughout Tamriel. I thought I was an islander, like isolated from the world, but no, I am renowned throughout Tamriel for my gladiatorial prowess. Combat prowess and showmanship. I feel an intense yearning for the sands of the arena. So general opinion +5, damage +1%. Martial goes up. Cool. And we also have Magicka. I really like that tooltip. That's a good one. We're going to just spend money on stewards. There we go. Apparently it could be a random character, either male or female as well. So 13 stewardship. I think we take her. I'm fairly certain that increased stewardship skill increases the likelihood of them doing things. I haven't actually compared it, but I think it's a pretty reasonable assumption. Okay, we can close the employment list. Let's just keep hiring stewards. How long is it? Just like 1 month? Oh gosh, it's just days. Well, if that's the case, then never mind. I take it back. It doesn't need to be there. I think the only reason is that it's like that is probably to prevent you from clicking. Let's see. It's the 28th. Let's hire a guy on the first day of the month and see how many days it takes. Okay, so we hired on the 2nd. Oh, now it's not going to let me click because I don't have any money. Whatever. Didn't find anybody any better than that. Looks like we did find somebody who'd be better at this, though. Maybe you'll do a better job making my wife like us. Okay, so we have Casus Belli here. We can claim it, we can conquest it, and we have the de jure claim. I'm assuming this whole thing is one duchy, and we are the Duke. So what if we just asked nicely? Weaker than I am? Screw you! You can't possibly be stronger than I am. With your 600 damn troops. How do you have 600 damn troops? What about you? Dude, your wife is weird looking. She's a chimmer. Small difference in rank. False religion? The Almsivi heresy. Well, do either of you have any kind of weakness? 200 men? We could probably take that. Let's risk it. I love being, like, ridiculously aggressive in the very beginning of the game. Now, we are going to have to suffer a straight crossing penalty to get over there. But if he really only has 200 men, then we should be just fine. And of course, we'll lead the troops ourselves, because we're a gladiator, man. We're gladiatorial. Yeah, 200 men with a straight crossing. Let's see how bad the straight crossing penalty is. This horse breeder event fired. Ugh. Straight crossing's pretty nasty. Defender bonus Islander terrain. Needs to get localized, and it also improves archers. But we're fortunately flanking. We don't have commanders in charge, but these guys will get a 30% damage bonus, and that'll pretty much determine that we're going to win. Try to become gregarious. Doesn't look like it actually worked. And do we want to rout his army? I think so. Chance to pick up a few more traits. Spent all of our money. Oops. Yeah, see, this is why you want to have combat like that. I like it. So, I don't want to take any that actually have penalties if possible. Damn, they all have negatives. Positive and negatives to them. Well, it does seem like there's a huge, huge focus on ground, like land troops, like non-horsemen. So let's do the heavy infantry. We have way more heavy infantry than anything else. I definitely don't want to take that 20% defense penalty. So we'll take heavy infantry. And now we'll go siege him. This should not take long. And maybe once he falls in, we'll actually have enough power to scare these guys into submission. And then after that, I don't know what we're going to do. We certainly do need to make a wife. Sorry, make a baby. Trying to surrender already. Excellent. So you're really not very happy with me, are you? Plot, refute, claim title. Refute, claim title. Interesting. So he has a claim on my capital. Let's try it. Even no. Let's just try to kidnap him. And how many men do you have? 384. I think we need some time to recover before we do that. Alright, well I'm going to take a break here, and hopefully we do. Let's go up to maximum feudal levies. For 2 gold, I think we should definitely have a feast. And a fair. Whatever, we'll make that guy like us. We'll hire the guys, Spend all of our money. Patron of the arts. Okay, well, it seems like that's like the only logical choice. Lack of funds is kind of serious. We'll get our money back, though. We'll be temperate. We knew he wouldn't arrive. But we're making him... We're working him up. Probably a better idea to improve relations with him for a bit. And also to scheme in his province to see if we can catch him plotting, and then we can just throw him in prison. And then we can either demand his conversion or revoke his title. We have room for his castle. we want a 20% chance of becoming zealous and gain 1 piety instead of favor? Or do we want to become one of these things, maybe? My wife insulted me? That seems strange. Yes, seeing the ballot again, we've become gregarious, everyone likes us, we're amazing. That means that people are going to join our plot to kidnap. Yay! In fact, the Spy Master himself will join us if we send him a gift of 50 ducats. Covert actions. Kidnap or steal an artifact. Assassinate, kidnap, or steal an artifact. I like it. What about you? Can we actually gift you 20 ducats? Not worth it, really. Alright, well, I'm going to take a break here. It's a sad thing that we already died, but, and I believe the buildings are the same in all of them. I think it's like a universal change. There's lots of buildings. We have access to docks because we're coastal, so. These ones have light cavalry quite a bit. Cool. Alright, I'm going to take a break here. I'll see you in the next video, though. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon.